smoke in his beard, pistols across his chest, and terror in the eyes of every sailor who saw him. Blackbeard wasn't just a pirate. He was the living symbol of fear on the high seas. In just 5 minutes, let's dive into the incredible story of the man behind the legend. Imagine a dark shape on the sea. A ship with black sails moves closer. On its deck stands a giant man. His long black beard is tied with ribbons. Smoke rises from his hair. It comes from small burning ropes tucked under his hat. This is not a monster from a story. This was a real man. He was the pirate Blackbeard. He wanted you to be afraid. He wanted you to see him and give up without a fight. His image was his greatest weapon. He used fear to rule the waves. People told stories about him. They said he was the devil himself, come to take their ships and their gold. His real name was probably Edward Teach. He was born around the year 1680. He was likely born in Bristol, England. Bristol was a big port city. Many sailors came and went. Many ships came and went. Young Edward probably learned about the sea at a young age. He learned how to sail ships and how to fight. Before he was a pirate, he was a privateer. This means he was a legal sailor for England. He fought against France. He fought against Spain. But when the war ended, his job ended too. For a man like Edward Teach, peace was not profitable. There was no more work for a privateer. He had skills in fighting and sailing. He knew the sea very well, so he made a choice. He decided to become a pirate. This was a dangerous life, but it could make a man very rich. He joined the crew of another famous pirate, Benjamin Hornigold. Together they sailed the warm waters of the Caribbean. They looked for ships to attack. He captured many ships. He was very successful. He worked with other pirates, but everyone could see that Teach was special. He had a vision. He did not want to be just another small-time pirate. He wanted to be the most feared pirate on the ocean. His ambition was as big as the sea itself. He was building his own fleet, one captured ship at a time. His reputation grew with every ship he took. In 1717, Blackbeard captured his greatest prize. It was a large French ship called La Concorde. The ship was used to carry enslaved people. Blackbeard saw its potential immediately. It was big, fast, and strong. He decided to make it his own. He let the French crew go. He let the captured people go. Then he started to change the ship. He turned it into a powerful warship. This vessel would become the most famous pirate ship in history. It was the tool that would make Blackbeard a true king of the pirates and a terror to all who sailed the Atlantic. He renamed the ship Queen Anne's Revenge. The name was a political statement. It showed he was still loyal to the old English queen, Anne. It showed he was an enemy of the new king, George I. He added many more cannons to the ship. In the end, it had about 40 cannons. This was a huge amount of firepower for a pirate ship. It was as powerful as a Navy warship. When the Queen Anne's Revenge appeared on the horizon, other captains knew they were in trouble. The ship was a floating fortress. It was a symbol of Blackbeard's power and his ambition. The ship was a sight to behold. It was large and dark, a monster on the water. Blackbeard flew his own special flag. It showed a skeleton holding a spear. It pointed at a bleeding heart. The message was clear: surrender or face death. He could take on bigger targets, threaten the entire colonial trade system, even blockade ports. In the spring of 1718, Blackbeard did something incredibly bold. He sailed his fleet, led by the mighty Queen Anne's Revenge, to the coast of South Carolina. He did not just attack a single ship. He blockaded the entire port of Charleston. This was one of the richest cities in the American colonies. No ships could enter or leave. For almost a week, Blackbeard held the city hostage. He stopped every ship that tried to pass. He took the passengers and crew as prisoners. Blackbeard's demand was strange. He did not ask for gold or jewels. He asked for a chest of medicine. Some of his pirates were sick, probably with diseases from tropical waters. He needed medicine to cure them. He told the governor that if he did not get the medicine, He would kill all the prisoners and burn the captured ships. The city had no Navy ships to fight Blackbeard's fleet. He did not need to fire his cannons or burn buildings. His reputation was enough. One writer at the time said, "They were struck with such a great terror." After a few tense days, the medicine chest was delivered. True to his word, Blackbeard released his prisoners and sailed away, leaving Charleston in shock. Blackbeard's reign of terror could not last forever. The governors of the American colonies were tired of him. The governor of Virginia, Alexander Spotswood, decided to act. He hired a Navy lieutenant named Robert Maynard to hunt Blackbeard down. Maynard was given 2 small ships. In November 22, 1718, Maynard found Blackbeard near Ocracoke Island. The final battle was about to begin. Maynard cleverly hid most of his men below deck. When Blackbeard and his pirates boarded Maynard's ship, they thought it was almost empty. Suddenly, Maynard's men rushed up from below. A fierce battle began on the deck of the ship. They fired their pistols, then they drew their swords. The fight was brutal. Blackbeard and Lieutenant Maynard fought each other directly. Blackbeard broke Maynard's sword, but the lieutenant's men surrounded the pirate captain. Finally, the great pirate fell to the deck. Maynard cut off Blackbeard's head to prove he was dead. He hung the head from the front of his ship as a warning. The rest of Blackbeard's crew was captured and hanged. He ruled the seas for only about 2 years, but his impact was immense. In 1996, a ship believed to be the Queen Anne's Revenge was found off North Carolina.